Hello, 8th grade. Welcome to this quick video screencast about how to use the database opposing viewpoints. I'm going to be doing this with my brand new Chromebook that the school gave all the teachers, and I'm using a new app called not an app, but a Chrome extension called Screencastify. So please be patient with me as I'm kind of fumbling and bumbling around a little bit more than I usually do. Along with this screencast, you should have either a hard copy or go to Ms. Larimer's Google Classroom, and you want a document that looks like this. This is your test drive sheet because we're taking the opposing viewpoints for a test drive today, and it should look like this. I put here that this activity has two sides at the top of the page and at the bottom, because the other day that seemed to be a little bit of a struggle for some of you. So no excuses now. This activity has two sides. So to get to opposing viewpoints, there's really just one way that's the easiest. I know with Encyclopedia Britannica, I showed you a couple of ways. The way that you do it is you go to the library webpage, ourAwesomeLibrary.weebly.com. Like Encyclopedia Britannica, it's embedded in our card catalog. So you take the first hot link, you're going to come up to this page, and right under the Encyclopedia Britannica link, you'll do the Find It Virginia link. Now, unlike Encyclopedia Britannica, you do have to put a password in, and that password is schools. SCHOOLS, all lowercase. The password is schools, all lowercase. You will always need to put in this password, whether you're doing it on a school computer, a school tablet, whether you're on the school mobile network, or if you're at home or anywhere else, you always need to put in schools. Click proceed, and you will see all of these beautiful databases appear before you. You have access to all of them, but the one we're going to concentrate the most on is called Opposing Viewpoints in Context. Ms. Larimer and I thought that this was a really good database for you to get familiar with because it will serve you very well when you get up to high school. And you will probably be having to write or do a lot of presentations where you are defending one side of an argument, or you're writing a persuasive essay about something. And Opposing Viewpoints is a really good database to help give you information for that. So we go ahead, we just click to get in. And you will see that Opposing Viewpoints, what it does is it takes current events and current topics, and it finds all sorts of information, especially information that gives one side of an argument and the other side of an argument. So you will see right here under its viewpoints, you have one article that is healthcare reform will destroy jobs. And then you have another one taking the other side, healthcare reform will create new jobs. So this is sort of what Opposing Viewpoints does. And if you look here along the side, that you will see that the information is more than just written text. We can get our information these days from lots of different places. There's audio, like podcasts. There's academic journals, which are like journals for people in certain professions. Like the most well-known one is the New England Journal of Medicine that doctors read. If you or I were to read that journal, we wouldn't understand it because it's written by doctors for other doctors. There's videos, primary sources, some vetted websites. And those are websites that have been previewed by the good folks at Opposing Viewpoints and have been deemed to have good, credible information on this particular topic. So on your test drive app, you should be at the second part right now, types of resources. I'm moving very quickly because I only have so much time before this cuts me off because I'm using the free version. So go ahead right now and pause me and answer the types of resources, and you can look for those right here along that to answer that question. And then I have two impress me questions there. The first one is, what does it mean when we say a website is vetted? I just said that a few seconds ago if you want to rewind me and figure out what that is. And then the second impress me question is, what is a primary source? You should know this through civics class because we've done 2 activities in the library a long time ago using primary sources. I know you've talked about it with Mr. DeWitt, and we talked about it briefly with Encyclopedia Britannica. So impress me and let me know what you know about primary sources. All right, I'm going to go, if you want to flip that paper over, I'm going to show you what an actual article looks like. So let's say you were doing a project about school uniforms, okay? And I just typed my search term in up there. And here come the articles. All right, and you can see some viewpoints, people for and people against, different kinds of resources. I'm just going to click in one of the articles so you can see what an article looks like. Okay, and you should see the special features. I am not going to go over the special features because I think they're pretty self-explanatory. This is where most of them are found, right here along the right-hand side of an article. And you just need to fill out that chart on your test drive. Obviously, what does the print feature do? Well, it prints. I do want to point out a couple of things to you. You may have noticed up here at the top, Opposing Viewpoints plays very nicely with Google Classroom. So go ahead, when you get into Opposing Viewpoints, I would just go ahead and log into your Google Classroom with Miss Larimer or whatever class you're working on. And I'm going to show you why that's so wonderful in a second. If you are if you're reading this, you can highlight using the highlight tool things that you want to remember, like just like you're highlighting in a book. So let's say I wanted to highlight this, and I'm going to highlight it. And you even get to choose your color. It's so exciting. All right. And then let's say I want to make a note to myself about something here. Okay. So I'm going to add a note to what I highlighted. I wonder what this means. You would write yourself a much more informative note. Okay. And then you'd save it. Well, all of this stuff, and then you can come back and you can see your note. Yep. There it is. So this is really exciting when you want to save, or when you want to, well, I guess you could save or download this article to use later. If you click download, you will see that it will save it to your Google Drive. And here's the exciting part. Wait for it. Miss Larimer and I got so excited. It will also save your highlights and your notes on this article as well. So when you open it up in Google Drive, not only do you have this source saved, it has your annotations with it as well. We are so excited about that. So I'll let you guys go ahead and play around and see what these other features do and fill out your chart. So pause me. Okay, I am assuming that you're done now. The last part of your test drive is to go ahead and look at some of the search features. The beautiful folks at Opposing Viewpoints have provided a tutorial for you already on how to do this, and I figured you were probably tired of listening to my voice. So the next thing you want to do is when you finish this screencast, which will be in just a couple seconds, you will take this link right here, and I will have this all up on the library website, very clear. Listen to this video first, and then listen to this video to do the last part of your Opposing Viewpoints test drive. So everybody, please do this homework so we can be ready for our next part of our Smackdown on Monday. Talk to you soon. Thank you.